Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. And I got two videos coming right out the gate. Y'all know I don't always talk about women. This is the All Subjects channel. So women need to watch these two videos that I'm getting ready to make. Like back to back. So let's start with this video. In this video I would entitle, America will repeat the collapse of Rome if not careful. Now, I highlighted 8 things, and sometimes y'all know I be having so much that I be needing notes, that were the reason why Rome collapsed as an empire. Now, the 9th could have been Attila the Hun, basically. See, it's always going to be a Attila the Hun out there that's been studying you for a long time and is waiting for you to get weak enough for him to defeat you. Now, I got a lot of things like highlighted, but I'm only going to get into a little bit because I'm going to keep this video short. So, America will repeat the collapse of Rome if not careful. The elites and the mob. What happened with Rome is basically, as they began to grow due to their patriotism, kind of like the United States, kind of like, and I highlighted, I got some of this from the notes of a book that's called Mortal Republic, How Rome Fell into Tyranny. And I'm going to make sure, tyranny. I'm going to make sure I get this book because it's previewed on online. But there's some key things that I was reading in the Smithsonian that had to do with this. And I'm like, the America and Rome is very similar. So I basically wrote down 8 things that Rome went through that I'm seeing right now, that if they're not careful, the United States is going to be the same way. What happened before Rome collapses, the people became extremely barbaric. They were doing everything. They had standards at first, but then they started doing everything. Like basically narcissism was off the charts right before the collapse. So I say the elites and the mob, like gangs. Like here we have gangs, street gangs. We have all of these groups forming. We have the elites, which are the rich who don't think they a bunch of nerds. These dudes got power, and they got money to put people on you and try to put people on me. So those two started to rise, and when they started to rise, when the mobs and the elites started to rise in Rome, Rome started to head downward towards its demise. So, like he said, Rome at its height of power was devoted to national service and personal honor. Like they had standards, like I said. So they didn't hate Rome. Like now, you go, like I went to work and I had the American flag. I had an American flag pullover. And all of them people were looking at me like I just stole something or I just did something evil. And that's how Rome was right before they collapsed. See, people start looking at patriotism as a bad thing. So, number 1, I have wealth inequality. Now, again, you got to do things and you got to create things. See, what Rome was doing at first was they were creating laws and they were doing things to even out the wealth. But towards right before they collapsed, it was like I said, the elite started to form. Like the super rich, you had the super rich and the super poor. And that was right before they collapsed. Number 2, political infighting. They wasn't just fighting, they were taking each other's lives. They were taking each other's lives over disagreements. And right here in Milwaukee, a Trump supporter, was killed. Like black people think they don't even, first of all, they don't even know politics. And I tell them that all the time. I don't even argue with them no more. Because see, what happens here in Milwaukee, I don't know about your city, but even if you defend yourself, you still got to go to jail. And I'm a business owner. So I try to avoid that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like them type of people where I'm going to have to do something to them. And I'm sitting down there downtown, then they try to use that thing as a reason. Well, your court date has been pushed. Nah, man. I'd rather just try to avoid. So the third thing is pandering politicians. Pence. What did Pence do? He pandered. He literally got appointed as vice president and betrayed his own president. Pandering politicians. We got one in there right now as president. Rubio. What he did was pandering. And it made me look at Republicans differently now. Like, I'm conservative, but what Rubio did, it made me see that both of them is bad. And perhaps we need a new political system. But this is what happened to Rome. This is what happened to Rome. Number 4 was immorality. The churches died out. So in Rome, the churches began to die out because people didn't trust them. Being hypocritical, all that stuff was happening in Rome. So the church began to die out and people became less and less moral. They were doing everything. Everything. So immorality I have on this list. And number 5, I have loss of patriotism. Like I said, people think it's a bad thing. When you patriotic, they think we're supposed to care about other countries, this, that, and the other. You ain't supposed to not care, but you got business over here. See, as long as Rome was handling their own business and staying out of other people, they were the top. They were the richest. They had the most powerful military, so on and so forth. Number 6 is bending to the elites. The elites was really starting to run Rome. Like the richest guys were basically in the power. Like they might as well have been president. Same thing is happening here. You got who buying all the land to create his little Dr. Robotnik stuff. So number 7 kind of goes in line with number 2. It was something that happened between Tiberius Gracchus and Marcus Octavius. That's what set off that civil war. See, in Rome, the civil war was set off by political disagreements. Kind of like what we got here, huh? Take the Pope, not take the Pope. The people taking the Pope is blaming the spread on the people who didn't take the Pope. The people that didn't take the Pope is blaming the spread on the people who did. We all know the truth, but that kind of stuff. Then, of course, Democrats and Republicans. I just got in a really heated debate with a friend, and we haven't talked in days because of it. And it's because, see, here's the thing. Propaganda I could have had on this list also spread before Rome collapsed. The wealthiest people were basically spreading the propaganda, just like now, just like here. And it was creating confusion and unrest amongst the citizens, just like here. You see? Just like here, when you work these jobs, it's not wise to talk about politics, religion, and now throw dating in there, because you got the MGTOW, you got the manosphere, you got the red pill, black pill, blue pill, purple pill. Don't talk about dating at work, man. Because people don't know how to disagree, just like Rome, and that's what killed Rome. Then they began to pass laws that kind of made the people vulnerable. Same thing here. You passing gun laws for what? Okay, so you taking away the ability to be able to form a militia in a time of crisis. So basically what he trying to do is he trying to take away guns, where that you playing exactly into China's hands. And that's kind of in line with what I'm going to talk about on the next video. Because it's all a diabolical plan. I believe most of these people are working together. See? But last but not least, hatred of the poor. This how you know they hate the poor. You got poor people right here in your country. You could build your country up by helping them. But instead, they want to help everybody else. And like I've been using this example since I was younger. It's kind of like a father who, instead of taking care of his own household, he taking care of everybody else's. And then when it comes to his household, he's stingy. That's what the United States is doing by giving all of this money to all of these countries. And you got homeless people right here. You got poor people right here. You got people with great business ideas that can affect the world technologically and other ways. And you don't do anything. Why? Because they want elites. Why? Because they already got their plan in place, which I'm going to tell you, you're going to lose. You're not going to beat God. You can't kill God. I know y'all think y'all could kill God. You can't kill God. You could try to build all of the telescopes you want to see where he at, what he doing. You can't kill him. You gonna end up setting him off. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna set him off. But anyway, since the Truth Man channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel, I'd like to thank my new subscribers. Keep tuning in to the videos. I'm sure there'll be something in there for everyone. If I say something you don't like, just put in the comments, hey, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Hit the dislike button. That's fine too. But I will see you on the next video.